Okay. Well, bye-bye. Come on. Hey, Tom, how you doing? Motherfucker. Good girl, hon. Good girl. Good girl, honey. What's going on, Tom? I'm gonna go let these dogs out. I'm babysitting. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? Yeah, one more night. Yeah, I don't screw around with that ringer. Traffic, there isn't any. Dog, doing great. But the two dogs I'm going to visit, it's like a pretty good moon out there tonight. Beautiful. Guys, check that moon out. It's like a little bit overcast here. See that beautiful moon? Looks like it might. Looks like a full moon, actually. I haven't been checking on the moon like I used to. See it out there? So this is 30. You go straight south here, you get down to Gladwin. What's going on, Peggy? I got something done today. Got some paperwork done. I found a new way to copy and paste photos from a phone as opposed to downloading them and naming them in new files. That Windows 10's always on the blink doing that, so I'm glad I figured out another way. Good for you, Peggy. Lots of deer out now. It's an awful wet spring for, everything. But the deer had to spend a lot of extra time keeping their fawns warm. Yeah, it's a huge learning curve, I'll tell you that. They're not going to offer any more support for Windows 7 January of 2020. When it works, it's great. And I will say, I haven't had any virus protection with it, and it's worked fine. Microsoft's better at servicing it too than they used to be. If you ever have a Windows 10 problem, just make sure you blame it on an update, and then everything will get fixed for free. Hey Danilo, what's happening? Sometimes these people are home when I go to let the dogs out. Okay, you wait here, Daisy. You wait here. How's it for some pitch dark? Yeah, it's a pretty nice house. Too much landscaping, man. There's no way in hell I couldn't watch porn that long, let alone spend it planting flowers and trimming weeds. Forget that. No way. You couldn't give me this place. Oh, you can see that moon peeking up over there. See it over there? You watch these dogs. Would have hardly ate any food. These dogs are weird. They don't eat or drink much. Yeah, you're right. I sure as hell don't appreciate it. I notice they're never finished with anything. I can see why. It's always like a dump a damn dump truck in the yard or a mower or some bullshit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, German Shepherds. Those German Shepherds waiting for me? I'm cleaning out their food like that. You ate all your food. All right. Good dogs. Oh yeah. Good dogs. They're mellow dogs, tell you that. And I'll tell you, my dog. Well, you guys cleaned up on your food, didn't you? Wow. Wow. Wow, huh? Isn't this exciting? This is how I get new subscribers. I take them on trips when I go to feed dogs. It's a secret of mine. Oh yeah, huh? All right. I like going out this other door. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. Hey, look at that moon coming through the clouds. Beautiful. Good dogs. Good dogs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Good dogs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good dogs. Yeah, look at that moon sticking through. See it coming through there? Beautiful. Hey Tommy, how you doing? No, they don't bark much. Weird. They don't eat much either. Good dogs. Weather was very nice today. Perfect day. Yep, really nice. Hang on one second. I'm gonna call. There's the old German Shepherds. One in and one out. Yeah. Coming up within the next year and a half. Sorry about. Hey, Catherine. Sorry about that. There's the real watchdog right there. Daisy. It's Daisy. Wow. Got her bone. Yeah, Alaska's great. I've been everywhere in Alaska. All over Aleutian Islands, Barrow, all over the interior. It's truly the last frontier. I'll tell you, Alaska is even a good place to take a cruise. I even took the cruise to Alaska because there's no way you're going to see those areas without doing it. Really a lot of fun, beautiful. Last frontier, it's no kidding. Yeah, really beautiful. I think I might get a Whopper if they're still open on the way home. See the old moon now? Really out there. Beautiful. Oh, no land taxes. No kidding, huh? I got a buddy of mine building a house in Traverse City. It's unbelievable the bullshit you have to go through now with insulation and R factors on the walls, windows. I mean, basically, the government tells you how to build your own home. Especially on insulation, all those studs need to be sealed and they need to air pressure test it. I mean, what the hell? I know this house they're thinking about building. I wish they had a second thought. Now that they've started actually doing it, it's costed a lot more than it looked like it was going to based on the magazines they've been reading. Yeah, kind of hazy out tonight. So the school's out now, so the population will really start increasing, and you'll see much busier days at Tim Hortons. That's true, Catherine. I agree. It owns you. You don't own it. There's one guy up here. He's like the second largest property owner north of Bay City, and that's including the Upper and Lower Peninsulas. I think you'd have to have a screw loose to pay taxes on all that vacant land. For what? And unless you have cattle or something running around, I mean, they're not giving you any great break. Boy, gas went down almost 50 cents a gallon since last week. I thought I was getting it before it went up. No wonder I don't win any in the lottery. Takes two hands to handle a Whopper. Not the Whopper Jr., it doesn't. I can eat it with one hand while I'm driving. Isn't that something, talent? I had to be on America's Got Talent. I really should.
Thank you for your visit, but we are currently closed. Please visit us again during our normal business hours.
What time did they shoot? I thought they closed at 11. They're closed. I think it's bullshit. These guys get a Whopper? Yeah, they do. Oh, it might be screwed now. Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I think they closed early. I don't even feel like McDonald's, but I'm gonna get something, I think. Yeah, let's see here. Can I get a cheeseburger, please?
A cheeseburger, plain?
Yep,
Okay.
that'll do it.
Okay, plain cheeseburger, be 106 the first one.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I don't even feel like eating this damn thing. Hang on one sec.
Is the cheeseburger plain?
Yep.
$6. And they're gonna bring it back here for you, okay?
Okay.
Hi. Hi. What's your name?
Daisy.
Daisy?
Yep.
Hi, Daisy. She's like, it looks like a big drum.
Yeah, she wouldn't jump. She recognizes the drive-through.
Is the cheeseburger hers?
Most of it.
Gotta share.
Yeah.
Let's go share it for you. Thank you.
There you go. Thanks. Come on, Dave.
The 94 cents.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good night. Would you like your receipt?
Ah, no, that's all right.
Alright, they're gonna actually just send you up, so.
You're gonna what?
They're gonna just send you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here in my tail.
Nice. Yeah, I don't want her to get too fat. She only weighs like 23. She always looks like she's gained weight to me, but she's like stocky. I gave her another haircut tonight. I have to cut her hair about every 2 weeks. Missed a few spots. Yeah. I missed a few spots on Daisy. Daisy, Catherine says hi, Daisy. Daisy, Catherine says hi. Yeah, girl. Hey, Dazer. Yep. See where I missed her cutting her hair there? That guy going in there right now, he's been cleaning here for 39 years. Midnight shift. 39 years.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, thanks.
Good night, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no kidding, man. Good worker. I remember my sister owned this place. He got a pen after 30 years. A pen. You know, he may have the right idea. Just get a job like this. Nobody bothers him. He's the only guy in there at night. The hell, it may be the way to go. Yeah, there's nobody there at night. No, I don't think all of you guys know the story, but my sister used to own that McDonald's. And that's how I ended up here. She was a single parent, no shit, truly a rags to riches story. Was a telephone operator. She was the first single female to own a McDonald's franchise. Ended up getting a kick at great locations: West Branch, Standish, Pinconning, Houghton Lake. All Gray wasn't too good. And made a ton of money. They were having $1,000 hours back in '78. Now her husband got shot accidentally by a buddy of his while they were fooling around with guns. My nephew, which was her only kid, she was the single parent, was always spoiled rotten. Never really worked. Anyway, he's 56 now. They got thrown out of McDonald's because of him. McDonald's did not rewrite their leases. He just filed for bankruptcy, and so did my sister. She's 79 years old. She had to take a job teaching school part-time to pay her bills. And it actually gets worse. The nephew and his wife was a gold digger. They were too lazy to take their kids to school, so they always claimed that they homeschooled them. Well, in Michigan, once you do that, the state can't do anything. Now, other states like Florida, they can test them and all sorts of other things. The kids range from 2 to 20 years old. There's 9 of them. And the younger ones, of course, they're too young. But the older ones can barely read or write because they never had any schooling. His house went into foreclosure, and he filed bankruptcy, which will buy him some time. But where do you go with 9 kids, 11 adults, and you're not working? So he went from making about $700,000 a year to being on general assistance. The whole family's on Medicaid. Isn't that nuts? I'm not kidding you, man. I told them they should petition for a reality show because Daisy the hamburger's gone. Because no one would believe this story if you didn't know it firsthand. I had her all back in good shape because you could see this was coming, and kind of had a falling out with her over him, like many people did, and ended up getting back to ground zero. So that's how I ended up here. That's why I think I'm going to get out of here. The place doesn't really hold anything for me. Plus, there's 2% of it. I'm the depressed, crazy guy, who lives in that condo. Small town bullshit. So I just as soon get out of here and start over. Yeah, thanks, Mark. That's what I'm thinking, man. I got that damn place in Florida, which I'll be surprised if I ever see a penny out of. I get my insurance through my wife, and she can't afford my half of that place, so I don't know how that's ever going to settle out. It's worked so far, but honestly, I'd rather have the money now than the insurance. I got this place paid for. Those goddamn buildings across from the post office are paid for. They're worth about $50,000, but I'm sure I'm going to have to hold paper. And I just sold all those antiques in my basement. So I will be debt-free with some cash. Not a ton of cash, but I'm not ready for the old soup line just yet. Come on, Days. Come on, hon. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. She's still looking for a piece of hamburger. Come on, hon. Daisy. You want to go bye-bye? Come on, come on over here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Come on. Come on. You wanted to grab her rawhide. Good girl. Wow. Good girl. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, it's funny, man. If you'd have told them back then that they would have lost all this, they wouldn't have believed you. Daisy, grab this. Doing this. It just goes to show you how things can change around. Yeah, she does want more. Now, my house isn't that great. It's just a condo. All right. I think it's like 2,200 square feet. It's got hardwood floors, big basement. I told you before I only paid 75 grand for this, but that was during the real recession. They're selling for about 100 now. I probably should stay up here or rent this place. And, see how it goes somewhere else. But I figure if I do that, I'll just be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'd rather just spring it. Yeah, it's count basement, Peggy. That's counting the basement. Got kind of a weird layout, kind of narrow. Yeah, I thought of that. I probably should rent. But the monthly assessment's $100. I'll lose my homestead, so I think my taxes will be about $150 a month. That's $250. I think you get around $850 rent. So shit, for only, I think I'd rather have the 100 grand than the $650 a month. And then what about the old booby prize if they mess it up? I don't know what I do, man. Today's the first day in about 6 months I actually felt okay. Yeah, you agree with that, huh, Peggy? Yeah. I mean, believe me, I could be a lot worse off, I know. Well, it seems great, but you never know what's around the old next corner. I mean, I could be, at least I have my health, my mental health, my physical. Well, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I think part of my brain is missing. Here's Daisy's burp. Yeah. Really, Mark, though, I'd probably be smarter because I haven't worked in forever. I'd probably be smarter just going on Medicaid. 100%, no deductible. Now I got a $5,500 deductible. Shit, I should have went to a dermatologist 2 years ago. Up for a colonoscopy, and I don't want to go because I don't want to pay $5 grand, even though I've got insurance. But it could be worse. So we'll see. You know it, Ken. You got it. Got my crib sheet out. Figuring out how to upload these photos a different way. Glad I did, man. That thing's always on the blink. This Windows 10 is a pain in the ass when it's not working. I gotta send Sherry's thing out tomorrow. I can tell when I'm in a long bout with depression. I don't read my emails. What if I don't? That's the way it is. I like laying in bed and watching YouTube before I go to bed at night, fall asleep. I thought about going to Detroit tomorrow, but you know what I worry about down there a little bit? I never used to worry about this at all. Like I've maintained that van of mine, and even though it's an old van, it's like in good shape. And if I wreck that thing, they're not going to give me any money for it. And I just hate to be in that jam. Getting a car wreck in Detroit, I got Daisy. I mean, I don't need one big hassle like that. So it crosses my mind where before I could have cared less. You mean permanently, Mark, or temporarily? Mark, you talking permanently or temporarily? Now, I had a weird thing in my old YouTube. It actually looked like they're getting permanent. Well, if you go down to Florida, I can line you up down there. Now, I'll tell you something weird on this YouTube. I tell you about, I haven't got any money in forever. I'm not complaining. But today I looked, just for the hell of it. Now, Google pays, it always looks like I'm going to make a ton of money. But I never get a dime because they recalculate it at the end. But if you look at this here, now this is my total year, the money I made from day one. So if I look on here, view report, see the last payment. See, so it shows $835. But when I view these payments here, it looks like I may be getting another one, but it's hard to say. See this? Your earnings. We'll send your payment once your payment threshold is reached. It says you've reached 100% of your payment threshold, $13.24. But here's the thing now. The last check I got was for $834. Okay? And this is showing $1324.94. Like that's my balance. But I don't think that can be right. So that would have been total ever. Forever? I mean, I hope I do, but I don't think I did. See, I got $835. And May 1st to May 31st, I made $13.24, which I'll believe it when I see it, because $13.24 is more like the total amount of money I ever got from them. And that was May 21st. And then I got one that's the only check I've got total ever, $835, and I got that in May 21st. But I always thought that I made around $1,300, but maybe I guess I didn't. I guess I only made $835. But it looks like I have an ending balance of $1,524.94, which I should get paid on the 20th, but I bet I don't. I mean, it shows me this bullshit all the time. But like I said, I'm not complaining. But people think you make a ton of these videos and you don't. Bunch of bullshit. So that's it. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed, you guys. Try to get to bed a little earlier. Thanks for riding along to the dog walk. Oh, Ken was talking about throw him a bone. Yeah, Ken, if you're on there listening still, when you go to grab that ball or stick or bone or whatever the hell it is, those dogs start to fight, and I'm not friends with them enough to know that they're not going to take my fingers off, so I just don't. Those dogs, the minute you go to grab it from that dark one, the male, the other one seems to get pissed, so I don't fool with it. But I did make sure they got their bones early. Yeah, and I'm not kidding you, man. There was a lady that worked for me a long time ago. She had one dog, a German Shepherd, and her daughter had the other. They're always grabbing ass, getting in fights. She's babysitting the daughters. The daughter would babysit hers when they go out of town, that kind of stuff. Anyway, one day both were over at her house. Dogs get into a skirmish. She goes to break them up, and they attacked her. About 485 stitches. They almost killed her. If it wouldn't have been for a neighbor that happened to get home early and squirt him with the hose, they thought she'd have bled to death. So I have that in the back of my mind about German Shepherds. And I had another one bite me in the ass one time when I was a teenager for no reason. And I just am a little leery of them. You know? My luck, they'd try the new Dominance while I was over there, and I grabbed that ball, and that'd be it. You'd find parts of me. I think that when I'm back there letting those dogs on. I mean, they seem like pretty nice dogs, but if those dogs are huge, especially the female, if they ever went crazy, there's no way in hell I'd get away from them. No way. Excuse me. Yeah, stay that way. You got it. You got it, Peggy. Yeah, just don't want to take that chance. You know what I mean? I mean, I had a lot of pit bulls, which were great dogs, and I was constantly defending them. But here I am talking that way about German Shepherds. And I'll tell you, I did a Freedom of Information. Thank you, Catherine. I did a Freedom from Information Act request one time to the Michigan State Police. This was back in the early 80s. And they had literally hundreds of incidents where their dogs bit people. A lot of them occurred when they'd have them at the fair, you know, doing like a tracking exercise or something. You'd have thought they'd have had muzzles on them or something. Yeah, you're right, Mark. Yeah, I'm not taking any damn chances with them. But that's why you don't see cops running around with their dogs in the back of state police cars as much as you used to. They actually had a litigation issue with them. And I've seen a couple of those cop shows. When those dogs get all fired up, they're biting the damn cops because they're so excited. It sounds so stereotypical and probably ignorant on my part. But I just got a 0.5% of me that I'll let somebody else get rough with them. You're not afraid of dogs, Lisa? Lisa, I saw your dogs. You got those little chihuahuas. I wouldn't be afraid of them. It's just there's not enough positive with me trying to grab this dog's ball. I like having all my fingers. So you guys have a good night tonight, okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night, Mark. Peggy. Ken. Lisa. Yeah, Lisa's got cute dogs. Look at her channel, Lisa's. She's got the cutest little, like, dogs. Good night, Virginia.